Well, I can see you're busy. Merry Christmas, Rick.
I honestly forgot Anatomy Park was only the third episode of Rick and Morty. The pilot of the show was pretty standard, but after that, Rick and Morty seemed to come out of the box fully formed. A lot of comedy series struggle to find their voice in the first season, not so with Rick and Morty. In fact, I'd probably say that season 1 was my favorite. I'll get into that later. So, Anatomy Park. A homeless man dressed as Santa has agreed to have a microscopic amusement park built inside him, and Morty is sent in to investigate why he's fallen ill. The episode does what the first couple seasons of Rick and Morty did so well by taking you along on this gross journey where things just keep getting weirder and weirder and escalating, but the pace never slows down, and they never even seem to really acknowledge how strange it's getting. You feel a lot like Morty. You're sort of just getting dragged along and trying to keep up as the scale of insanity continues to increase, right up until a giant naked Santa the size of the continental United States explodes in a rain of viscera on Christmas Day. And you're like, how exactly did things get here? That was great. The problem with Rick and Morty seeming like it didn't need to find its voice in Season 1 is that I liked its voice in Season 1, but it really wasn't what the show's voice would become. After the shockingly dark ending of the episode Rick Potion number 9 received universal acclaim, you know that the writers wanted to tackle themes of the universe being so big and lawless and dangerous that our characters are routinely going to do awful, awful things and have to justify it to themselves. The episode Interdimensional Cable further solidified this with an excellent ending that calls back to these events with our characters explaining their emotional state. Now, I don't mind this at all. It's a unique theme to tackle since most shows just don't even have that kind of scale baked into their premise. And building an amusement park inside a homeless drunk because you know he's hard up for cash and can be exploited isn't exactly moral, but they handled Rick's callous disregard for the preciousness of life with subtlety here. The last couple seasons of Rick and Morty, it seems like a few of the episodes, they just can't fucking resist telling you about how fucked up what is happening is, and how fucked up the mental states of our characters are, and the heavy-handedness ruins it for me.
The fact that you're old, the fact that we're all going to die one day, the fact that the universe is so big nothing and it matters.
You seem to alternate between viewing your own mind as an unstoppable force
I got it.
and as an inescapable curse.
Yeah, thank you.
In my people's tongue, it means
Yeah, I
am
got
in
you.
great
I got it.
pain.
Thank you.
Please help
Thanks.
me.
You can't just have your characters announce how they feel. That makes me feel angry.
If Anatomy Park were a season 3 episode, Morty would complain the whole time about how immoral building a park and a homeless guy is, until it's revealed when they go through his brain that he hated Cubans or was a kid toucher or something, and Morty realizes that his conventional views on morality don't match the chaos of the universe, and then explains that to camera. And then Rick says, well, he's better off dead. No one wants to be a lonely alcoholic at Christmas. And then the last minute of the episode is Rick drinking and crying while everybody's talking plays. Now, this is my cup of tea, and I know I'm kind of exaggerating this thing. I hope you understand what I mean. Obviously, it works for some people. It may very well be the thing that people love about the show the most, and Rick and Morty still puts out fantastic episodes each season, so please don't bully me. I guess I should mention the B story. Jerry is trying to have a screen-free Christmas. You know, like in the fucking nonsensical printer ad I got 4 times while watching this episode on Hulu.
What is that goddamn printer?
But he desperately wants to stop having Christmas heart-to-hearts when his parents show up and reveal they're in some sort of weird cuckolding 3-way relationship. I guess I just don't really get the subplot. It's all framed like Jerry is a closed-minded wet blanket, but then when they're describing their relationship, that's obviously being played for laughs. Are we supposed to be laughing at Jerry or laughing at his parents or laughing at both? I definitely laughed when his dad sneaks into the closet and reveals his Superman suit later in the episode. I don't know. Whatever. Just get me back in the dead homeless guy storyline. That's where the action is.
Hey, gonorrhea! How's this for a burning sensation?
Did I start to sound down on this episode? I didn't mean to. It's great. Really, really great. Watch this episode. Watch Anatomy Park. Tomorrow, we'll answer one of Christmas's biggest questions. What if your mom ran on batteries?